Back for episode 2 of Superman and Lois. And just letting you know, spoilers. Spoilers. Like, I like to talk freely about certain things, and I don't want to just like tiptoe around things like that. So I just want to talk freely. And if you guys haven't watched it, it's the episodes are free on the CW app. And like I just said, just remember there's ads, so just stay focused on that. But it's free on the CW. Go out and watch it. It's really good quality TV. So episode 2 called Heritage. I think that's what it's called. I'm like really liking the show so far. So it's like they figured out Jordan has powers, so Clark is taking him to the Fortress of Solitude to talk to like the hologram grandpa Jor-El, which that's who Jordan's named after. Which I don't know why I didn't put the two together. I'm like, because even I was thinking like, why did you name him Jordan? I was like, oh, like for Jor-El. I'm like, oh, okay, like so makes sense. While he's doing that, Jonathan is still going to school and like trying to be on this new football team with in Smallville, and like it's just not working out for that one. And then Lois is also like dealing with Maxwell Lord trying to take over the town and stuff like that. So the family has their hands full this time. What I'm really liking about this show so far is just the dynamic of the family. Like, like Clark, Lois, Jonathan, and Jordan. Like they actually feel like an actual family, and I'm like really liking that aspect of things. And of course, there's gonna be some drama between the twin boys because like one has powers and I guess the other one doesn't. And you knew that was gonna come into play. It doesn't really come into play like so much heavily. Like I feel like it is gonna be later on. And I swear, dude, like they're like hinting at there might be a love triangle between the twin boys and Lana's daughter. I keep forgetting her name, but I swear I'm just like no, I just hope they don't do that because like I've said, I'm getting just tired of love triangles. Like maybe I feel like they are gonna still go that route, but I guess if they just do it correctly, I guess I wouldn't mind it too much. And like now, like I know like what I'm facing, like maybe it wouldn't be too bad. But I guess we just had to watch and see. We got Superman dealing with this Lex Luthor, and he's still dealing with him. It's funny, that means like it's on site, or like where people are like, when I see you, it's on site. That's what I get from these two every time they see each other. They're just always fighting so much, and it's like, and to me, I kind of figured like, Lex Luthor just hates Superman because that's how Lex Luthor is in every single iteration we have seen him in. Cartoons, movies, TV shows. He just always hated Superman. Like, and it's cause I saw kind of thing like, oh, he's just from a different Earth. Like, that's like the only different thing about him. And but he kept saying like, you destroyed my planet, and I was just thinking like, oh, so like cause Crisis like wiped out his planet or what. But towards the end, you kind of figure out like more into like why you hate Superman, and I think that was like pretty interesting on what they're gonna go with that and forward to the show. So like towards the end, Lex Luthor confronts Lois's dad, General Lane, and he's like, "We're all on the same team, General. Like from where I'm from, we're on the same team. Don't trust this man." And he gives us like a little like Superman symbol, and then just before he could like continue talking to him about other things, Superman just went right in and smacks him and stuff like that. And so on the symbol, like behind it says hell, but you put upside down, it's like numbers for something. I'm not quite sure for what the numbers represent, if it's like a code for something or it's just like his dog tags, but I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure we're gonna learn more about it in the next episode. But when you're seeing Lex Luthor backward in his own ship or whatever he's in, it shows like a little like flashback into where he's from, and it showed like him and General Lane were at war, and some other people, and like they're at war, and it's showing they're going up against an evil black suit Superman, which I was like, okay, that's pretty dope. And I'm like, that makes sense. I like that reasoning more than just like, oh, he just hates him because he's too good or something like that. You know how he like that's just how Lex Luthor is in every iteration. But this one is because from the world he's from, that Superman is evil and he's in a black suit and he's like afraid that like now he just thinks like, you know, when a man with so much power, godlike powers, he can easily take over the world. And that's why I'm kind of glad there isn't one like that. Because yeah, like don't get me wrong, it would be great to have Superman, but at the same time, that would be scary. Like a man that could like literally do anything, he could literally take over the fucking world, and we're just gonna just sit there and take it. And so that's what Luthor's afraid of, and that's why he wants to put a stop into him, and he's trying to he's putting that like a little bit of fear into Lane, which he kind of already has it since he's like saying like Luthor is always come like going to these places to grab as much kryptonite as he can because Lane has a majority of it on his base because you know he knows Superman is his son-in-law, and so he's just trying to make sure like no one is coming in grabbing his kryptonite to hurt him or the family. But at the same time, it's kind of like insurance and for if Superman ever goes rogue. So can't wait to see where that one goes too. Not only that, we also got we got Lois saying like, you know, she's trying to print out like the facts about Maxwell Lord. Like he's not as good as everyone thinks making him out to be, especially Lana's husband Kyle. Fuck you, Kyle. I think that's his name. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's just like every time like he comes up, he just literally talking how great Maxwell Lord is. Like he just put him on his damn pedestal, and it's like, shut up, no one cares. Like it's just like, that shit was just get so annoying, and then he would get so offended with anyone that was like not behind him about it. I was like, oh god, like he gets annoying. He might make some badass ribs, but he's still a piece of shit. And so, but anyways, so Lois is trying to like spit out some facts on the newspaper, but like through the Daily Planet. But since Maxwell Lord owns that planet, he like kind of just like switch things up to making it where Lois is like talking good about him, and she's like, "This is not what I wrote. Why are you doing that?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just fixing what you should have said," and it was just like, "Oh shit!" So Lois ended up quitting the Daily Planet, and I forgot to mention this last episode. Superman, like he got fired. Clark Kent gets fired from the Daily Planet. It's like, damn, they're really switching things up on this show from what I'm like expecting. You know, like I was really expecting them to be in Metropolis, both of them working at the Daily Planet, and you know Lex Luthor just being evil Lex Luthor. But no, it's like Lex Luthor hates him because from the world he's from, Superman's evil. He's taking over the world. So, both freaking Clark Kent gets fired from the Daily Planet. Lois quits the Daily Planet, and they moved back to Smallville. And it's just like, and now Lois gonna be working in this smaller newspaper in Smallville with this one lady, which I can't remember her name, but I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. I'm really liking where things are going, and it's just seeing like I can't wait to see more of the progression of the boys too, because Joe, I forgot to mention this. Jor-El is saying that Jordan doesn't have powers. Like maybe like sometimes, but it's really unclear. But I'm thinking it only like comes out when he's seeing Jonathan in danger. From what I'm gathering, because if you remember last episode when the pipes are falling on them, he switches. He puts Jonathan to the bottom where he's on top of him, so he could protect him. And then later on in the same episode, Jonathan's getting beat up, and he uses laser visions, and so I think it only triggers when he's with his brother. So I'm not really quite sure about that. So I got to keep watching and see how it's going. And yeah, just to me, I'm really liking the show so much. I think I'm gonna do like a little like review for each episode, or just give my general thoughts about each episode. Cause yeah, I know I've been slacking so much like on WandaVision and stuff like that, but to me, it's like I love the Superman and Lois. Like Superman is like I said, he's my third favorite superhero of all time. Um, And the fact that we're finally getting a show, like I said, it sucks that we're not getting movies, but at least we're getting a show. And so far, like like they're only the first 2 episodes. We still got another like 13 more. It's really good. I can't wait to see where this goes. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys next time. And make sure you guys like and subscribe. Take care.